Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
November 6th, Dedicated Parents. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Proverbs 4:10-12. Saying a prayer in the morning when you wake up, and another when you go to sleep, were habits that we learned in our home from a very young age. In addition, we learned to thank God for the blessings of food, so that before each meal we had to say a prayer of gratitude to God. We learned to read the Bible and to be excited by the exploits of the heroes of faith. We imagined the prophet Elijah praying for fire to come down from heaven, or Moses standing in front of the sea watching the waters part so that Israel could pass through. We memorized the 10 holy commandments of the Lord, and as a contest we had to recite them among brothers. We learned to love God in all circumstances of life. And when we grew up and left home, these good customs inherited in the parental home have remained as indelible marks that endure in our lives, making us repeat the same customs with our families. I also remember other children of our childhood who attended church with us, and yet today they no longer go. What happened? Why have they disdained the service of God? Every Christian home must have rules, and parents must, by their words and their conduct towards each other, give their children a living and precious example of what they wish to see them become. Purity must be manifested in conversation, and true Christian courtesy must be constantly practiced. Let us teach children and young people to respect themselves, to be faithful to God, and to good principles. Let us teach them to respect and obey the law of God. These principles will then govern their lives, and they will carry them into practice into their relations with others. They will create a pure atmosphere which will exert an influence to encourage weak souls on the upward path that leads to holiness in heaven. Children who receive this kind of instruction will be prepared for positions of responsibility, and by precept and example will be constantly helping others to do right. Those whose moral sensibilities have not been dulled will appreciate good principles. They will rightly estimate their natural endowments and will make the fullest use of their physical, mental, and moral powers. Such souls are greatly strengthened against temptation. They are surrounded by a wall that will not easily be broken down. According as the youth have been reared and their character has been molded in childhood by virtuous habits of self-control and temperance, so will be their influence upon society. Trouble may come, but let patience, gratitude, and love shine forth in the heart. However cloudy the day, the home may be simple, but can always be a place where encouraging words are spoken and kind deeds performed, where courtesy and love are permanent guests. What a great responsibility there is in parents, for they should create a happy atmosphere where children will enjoy living. Parents who are devoted will do their best to see that the character of their children is educated for the kingdom of heaven. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.